Hey friends and welcome. This is Dr. Heather coming to you live from Ask Dr. Heather here from my kitchen here in Overland Park, Kansas. I know the lighting isn't the best. Thought I'd actually get some, no, the light over there. Thought I'd actually get some sunlight today, but it was actually with my son's birthday and then I ran to yoga. But I had so many of you saying you wanted to actually find out about this hand sanitizer, how to make some. So I thought we'd have a little bit of fun making some hand sanitizer today. So it is super simple. Also, if you go to my YouTube channel, which is Ask Dr. Heather, yeah, the dog light actually helps. My YouTube channel, if you go to playlist, there's actually, I did this last year, there's 10 days where I did actually cleaning up your home environment, making your own, home goods. So thanks for joining me, Justin. I'm laughing. I do have one of those big halo lights. I never seem to get the light right. So Dr. Ralph actually just took the dog for a walk and he has a little headlamp that he wears when he's out with the dogs. I told him the lighting wasn't very good in the kitchen, so he went and got the headlamp. So anyway, just having a little fun here. Remember we talked about laughter is super good this time of year, especially when there's stress going on. Yes, Teresa, I was just counting my ketones over there. I'm gonna text you in a minute. Anyway, let's make some hand sanitizer. Let me know what your favorite essential oil is. Teresa, Justin, what's your favorite essential oil? So making your own hand sanitizer. It is still no substitute for hand washing. 20 seconds. Sing happy birthday. Sing your favorite show tune. Wait, maybe a show tune. Put it down below. Anyway, you guys, it's super simple. I'm gonna take. Dr. Ralph is singing Jolene by Dolly Parton, but he can't remember the rest of the words. We're gonna have to download that, or I'm gonna hear it in my head all night. So anyway, all you simply do, again, no substitution for hand washing. Wild orange, great one. You are going to take 1/3 cup of isopropyl alcohol. Yes, it's something I normally have at our office and at our home. It needs to be 90% or higher. 1/3 cup isopropyl alcohol, actually 2/3 cup. So 2/3 cup isopropyl alcohol. I'm just gonna simply pour it into this cup. So let me know you guys are joining me, where you're coming from or joining me from. Michelle, I think I know where you're joining me from. Let me know what your favorite essential oil is. So actually, Justin, I did bring some tea tree oil because tea tree oil is a great antimicrobial. I think it's a great one to also add your own hand sanitizer. And you can also actually, so I just have 2/3 cup of isopropyl alcohol, 2/3 cup like I posted yesterday. Then you're going to add 1/3 cup aloe vera gel, not the juice that you drink. So if you have like ulcerative colitis, you have a nervous stomach, you tend to have ulcers in your tummy, poor digestion, slow motility, this is aloe vera juice that you drink. Don't use this. You want aloe vera gel like used for a sunburn. You want 1/3 cup. So Harriet, thank you for joining us from Louisiana. So I'm just gonna put 1/3 cup, like a nice big glob or two, right in my jar. And I was actually going around the house just kind of gathering some small little containers and rinsing them out that we can all have one. We are a family of 6. That is our house total. So just a bunch of those little ones. So just 1/3 cup of the nice, you want 100% natural, all organic, again. And I'm gonna use my favorite whisk, which is my egg whisk. And I'm just gonna whisk it up. So I have 2/3 cup isopropyl alcohol, and I just have 1/3 cup aloe vera gel. Just whisk, whisk, whisk. You guys can see that hopefully. I can just see your names. And then all you wanna do is put in anywhere from 8 to 10 drops of your favorite essential oil. So you could put in actually tea tree oil as well, because again, it's a great antimicrobial. You could even put in a little bit of colloidal silver if you wanted to. Dr. Ralph picked frankincense. He loves that smell, so I'm just gonna put some frankincense in. Again, 8 to 10 drops. Too much can be a little too strong. I'm gonna give it a nice big whisk again. And but you guys make this at home, post a picture down below. It actually feels just like the hand sanitizer that you buy. And this is absolutely meant to be shared. I think a lot of people are starting to share this. I posted the picture yesterday and had a ton of shares on it. People are like, I gotta see it made. I'm a visual person. So that's what it looks like. Sometimes if you buy aloe vera juice, it's not always green. I find that when you buy the organic one, it's actually going to be green. Or you can, if you have an aloe vera plant at home, you can peel it back and strip it and get your own. You just wanna have a funnel and a spray bottle. Again, you could have some little bottles at home, but I'm just gonna fill this up. I'm not gonna show you guys in case I spill it all over the counter. My puppy's right here. I don't want her drinking this. So you simply just pour it in any little bottle that you have. And again, we've got lots of little spray bottles around the house that you might have. Again, spray bottle, put it in there, and you're good to go. Remember, it does not substitute for hand washing. And again, just spray it. I'll spray it out here. And it's good to go. It is that easy. If you guys end up making this, again, put a picture of what you use, or actually put your essential oil that you use down there. Again, I put about 8 to 10 drops. It smells pretty strong in here right now. Again, you can always add a little bit of tea tree oil to it just for a little bit more antimicrobial. You could put a little colloidal silver in there for a little bit more antimicrobial. Again, it's super healthy. It's going to be the same as what you buy over the counter, but I know some people are running out. A lot of these things you guys probably have in your home anyway. If you do jump over to my YouTube channel, which is Ask Dr. Heather playlist, there is 10 days that I did making your own toothpaste, making your own deodorant, making your own room deodorizer, making your own Clorox wipes, just taking, again, the recipes over there. You guys can look that up. I also said that I talked about ways to boost your immune system nutrient-wise. So I'm going to give you just a couple of hacks there. We were just having this conversation with my mom, who is over 29. Not going to tell her age because the lady never tells her age. We're really talking about the importance of when you want to keep your immune system nice and strong, that protein is something that as we start to age, our stomach actually gets a little tired, it gets worn out, and we actually lose the ability to digest 100% of the protein that we're eating. We also know as we age, we actually lose the ability to actually process or actually make lean muscle mass. And that actually starts at the age of 29 to 35 for a lot of us, especially females. So knowing that my mom is over 29, we were suggesting that she doesn't go on a high protein diet, but that we ditch the toast and jam, that we do some eggs for breakfast, and that we have some steak, or we have some filet for dinner every now and again, or we had salmon patties the other night. You know, we actually have her having a little bit more protein in her dinner, because we know that protein actually is what makes your antibodies. And when you want to have a strong immune system, antibodies are important. They're kind of like your silent army that are out there working for you. When foreign invaders come into your life, whether somebody coughs or sneezes on you, your antibodies, like your things like neutrophils or things like monocytes, they go out there and attack for you. You don't even know they're working, and they're working for you. So you want to make sure that you're rotating your proteins, having a nice moderate amount. You're not smothering it with sauces and deep frying it and coating it with lots of things that your body won't recognize, so it's getting the protein out of it. And again, you're rotating that, maybe fish one night, poultry one night, beef at least once a week. Again, fish 2 or 3 times a week, like the American Heart Association says. Nutrient wise, we're going to talk about vitamin C tonight. Vitamin C is one of those important vitamins. It's also water soluble, so if you get too much vitamin C, you can just get mushy stools. Your body will let you know that, hey, you've reached the saturation level, so I'm going to excrete the rest of it out. And you always want to get a time-release vitamin C, one that doesn't have any artificial fillers in it. Make sure it says it's gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, no sugary stuff in there. And I'm not going to give you milligrams or grams because it's different for every person. Some people can do 11 grams, some people it's 2 or 3 grams. But what vitamin C does specifically in your diet is it makes your body nice and acidic. Believe it or not, your body's supposed to be acidic. That way critters can't grow in it, whether it's a virus, a bacteria, a parasite. Of course, my doggy's ears went up when I said critter, but it makes your body nice and acidic. Those things can't grow in it. The same thing is if you're putting sea salt or kosher salt, Celtic salt on your food after cooking before you eat it. It actually helps kind of break down your food before you eat it, kind of like it's pre-chewing, kind of actually breaking it down before you eat it. It's a very good way to actually put on your food or put your food before you eat it. Kind of like a pre-digestive enzyme. It's not a digestive enzyme, but it actually helps break down before you eat it. And we also talked last week about trying to really eat in an 8-hour window. It's really just a great way to optimize, because I know many of you, hopefully, if you're starting the 60-hour reboot with me, put reboot down below. I know some of you just are jumping on. So if you missed it, we made some hand sanitizer right here. We did 2/3 cup isopropyl alcohol, bless you. We did 1/3 cup aloe vera gel, and we did, Dr. Ralph picked it out. We used frankincense. Oh, I picked up lavender. We did frankincense for our essential oil in there. You don't have to put it in there. It's always nice to have a nice little extra boost there to help keep your hands nice and clean. Again, no substitution for washing your hands. And Justin's right, D3, and the optimal levels for D3 are 75 to 100 are the new optimal levels for vitamin D. That's something your healthcare provider can actually draw through your blood. So definitely want to make sure that you're actually optimizing and having that optimal level of vitamin D3. Don't guess what level to take, because I know at our office we have it anywhere from 800 IUs up to 25,000 IUs. Again, that would be something you want to check with blood. And we're going to talk a little bit about the reboot, because we're kicking off our 60-hour keto reboot, which we do the third Sunday of every single month. The reason that we reboot, because it's a help to reset your metabolic system. It's a great time, because what happens is, because you're not chewing food, you're definitely taking in nutrients, you're taking in calories, you're taking in vitamins, you're taking in different nutrients, different trace minerals, you're taking in protein, you're taking in exogenous ketones, so your mitochondria is definitely getting energy. We're taking in some vitamin D3 in our Signal OS, taking in some reishi mushroom, which is a great antioxidant. But what we're not doing is we're not chewing food. We're not asking our digestive system to break down food 12 to 14 hours a day. What's happening during that time? Our body's resting, it's repairing, it's resetting. It's a great time for our immune system to actually rebuild and reset over the next 60 hours as we kick this off about 48 minutes ago here in the Midwest. So you can look up the word autophagy. I'll be happy to post a video down below. I think I posted a couple hours earlier. If you want more information, just put the word reboot down below. I'll be happy to share that with you. But what I'm going to challenge you to do, if you're eating maybe 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., that means your body's eating in a 12-hour window. I'm going to challenge you to try to have your last meal, if you're not doing the reboot, your last meal 4 hours before bedtime. So if you go to bed at 11 o'clock, would love to have that last meal, the last calories. You can definitely have some water, you can have some herbal tea, you could have some exogenous ketones. The last meal, the last consumption of calories, 4 hours before bedtime. So if you go to bed at 11, then you want to have your last calories at 7. If you go to bed at 10 p.m. like Dr. Ralph, you want to have your last calories at 6 p.m. We know that what happens is your body increases your human growth hormone. That's why kiddos don't get sick a lot. They have a lot of human growth hormone going around, and what helps protect your body. It puts your body in that rest and repair mode while you're sleeping, puts you into that deeper sleep quicker. So you're actually getting a lot of things happening. Your cortisol recycling during that time. So I just challenge you, if you're eating in that all-day window, is to either make sure you're eating in an 8 to 10 hour window, and that last meal is 4 hours, or that last set of calories is 4 hours before you go to bed. So again, high nutrition we talked about, make sure you're getting enough protein. Don't overeat your protein. No need to eat, an 8-ounce steak, or eat a whole lobster, or eat two cans of sardines. That would be 10 ounces of protein. No need to do that, but eat an adequate amount for your age and for your activity and for your gender. Vitamin C, again, is a great neutralizer for your body, and make sure that your vitamin D levels are optimal, which is about 75 to 100 for most people who are trying to really help fight off any type of heart disease, any type of cancer, and things like that. So hopefully you've enjoyed what we've shared here today. If you have more questions, please drop them down below. If you missed the other 2 lives that we shared ways of calming down your immune system, actually strengthen your immune system, calming down the stress, because we know stress can actually set off your immune system. Stress can weaken your immune system. Think about autoimmune disease. They're generally onset by the perfect storm of stress. So you can catch that live a couple of days ago. We also talked about ways to keep your oral mouth nice and clean, because we know a lot of flus and viruses are spread through respiratory droplets, through spit. And if we know that you have a lot of microflora damage, you have gingivitis, you have cavities, you have cavitations, you've been prone to root canals, we know that if your mouth oral cavity isn't clean, then we know that can be a place to harbor a lot of bacteria. So we just gave you some few little tips or health hacks that you can do actually to keep your mouth nice and clean throughout this season, as we're trying to just make sure everything's staying nice and healthy as we can. My son shared a fact with me that he actually got from his college professor. I'm going to look up this stat. He said if you're drinking every 15 minutes, and that's water every 15 minutes, they're actually flushing out your mouth, that you're less likely to actually let bacteria and film and viruses actually build up in your mouth if you're actually, again, drinking them, because your stomach's pH is acid about 1 to 2. It's pretty acidic. So if you're drinking water, which has a pH of 8, or around 7.5 to 8, as you're drinking water, it's flushing it down to your stomach, which is pretty acidic. Then you're going to start to really acidify everything, or neutralize anything that would actually harbor in your mouth. So I would recommend take a nice drink of water every 15 minutes, and that's going to actually help keep things nice and balanced in your body. So thanks again for joining us. This is meant to be shared. Yeah, I just talked about you, Mom. She just walked in the door.
Hi.
She says, hello, everyone. Anyway, thanks for joining us. This is, again, Dr. Heather coming to you live from Ask Dr. Heather here in Overland Park, Kansas. Again, please share this. Hit that share button, or you can actually type your friends and family's name here down below. If there's something else you'd love to know more information about, we're going to continue to help educate and share. I'm going to get Dr. Ralph on here one of these days. He's going to talk about how we can use some of the tools in our office, how chiropractic, how acupuncture, how cupping, how infrared sauna, biofeedback can actually help strengthen your immune system each and every day that you are walking and breathing. You guys have a great day. We'll see you soon.